It's now time for In the Room at Noon with your host, Lady Y, Vern Goff, and Alex Richards. Join us on our live stream at myspiritdc.com. And now, Lady Y.
Welcome, and hello to everybody out there, our WYCB listeners. How you guys doing?
Good afternoon.
Woo! Another day.
Another beautiful day.
Another lovely Thursday. Sun is shining. Hallelujah.
Sunshine and blue skies.
For this is the day
that the Lord has made.
And we shall do what?
Rejoice and be glad in it.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to see this day. I'm always grateful and thankful to God for each and every day I wake up to see. So I don't take it for granted.
No doubt about that.
And I don't take it for granted that we're here again and in the room at noon with our lovely people joining us. So definitely right at the top, what's that number to call in if you got something?
The number to call in is 202-432-1340. That's 202-432-1340.
We want you to grab your lunch and go do your stream live if you at work, and tune in on myspiritdc.com and listen to us. And if you have any comments or any feedback, we welcome them. And visit our website, and you can go to intheroomatnoontalkshow.org. So we love you today, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So we want to let you know we have an exciting show today. I'm so excited. I have some lovely ladies that's going to be joining us later on, and these ladies are doing it for themselves.
No doubt about that.
Oh, yeah, they awesome, and they have rich history in what they do, and their background is just so, rich and engaging. And so we want you all to call in definitely and be a part of this conversation today. This is June being Black Music Month. So we want to be all about presenting artists and highlighting artists, be that there are singers, recording artists, producers, writers, authors, and so forth and so on. So we want to be able to take the time to say, hey, we appreciate the gift. We appreciate the talent. We appreciate your hard work, because it's hard work trying to be in this business, what they call the business of music. So, and anything that you're doing relative to the arts, it is hard work, and you put in your time. And a lot of people think, that you're just sitting back, not trying to brush up on your skills or, really just polish what you're doing. But it takes time, it takes energy, and the effort that the artists do to make sure that they are staying true to their gift is hard work. So when ladies like who's going to be on our show today come out with their book, and they come out doing their thing relative to letting the world know, hey, here I am. They didn't just start today. They've been doing it and been in the trenches and been involved in doing what they do behind the scenes for some time. So we're going to let them really engage us with their experience, what they're doing. And we want to encourage all of you out there that you are doing anything that you feel that you want to let us know what you're doing. Call us in and let us know. We want to be able to highlight you. We want to recognize you. We want to give you kudos for doing your thing. And so, so that's what we're doing. We're going to be here to make sure that we keep you up on what's what and who's who.
You can go to our website and let us know about that, intheroomatnoontalkshow.org.
intheroomatnoontalkshow.org. So, and also we have, you can go on our website because we're doing a beauty makeover. I just want to put that out there. We're doing a beauty makeover. So ladies, if you know you're deserving of a beauty makeover, you want to go and get relaxed and get your hair did and your nails did and your makeup done, so we're just going to do this to just let you know we appreciate you. We know that here in the room at noon that it's a wonderful thing when we can just acknowledge and give back. And we want to be able to do that and recognize the ladies that, you are deserving of a day to just sit back and relax and let someone pamper you. And that's a great thing. So if ladies don't take advantage of that, I don't know what you're doing. You must don't have time. If I don't have time to go, I don't have time to go. I don't have time to go get no pamper. I don't have time to go get pampered.
All women have time to be pampered.
I'm too busy. If I can find time, I would do it. You gotta, we have to stop that and just kind of put some time aside for ourselves, because we do work hard. We wear many hats. So this is one of the ways we can get you out of the house and get you somewhere where you can spend a couple of hours to take care of your needs and getting pampered. So you want more information about that? Again, visit our website on intheroomatnoontalkshow.org, and we'll be able to, again, engage all of you in knowing that when you write out your comment to us, your comment could be read, and we will let you know who the winner is in July. I think we're going to do that in July.
How many are we doing?
How many
makeovers?
Well, we're starting out with one. That's a great question, because I want to keep it going. Let's see how the first one will go, and see how everything pans out with that. And I think we're going to do it again. I think the ladies who are on board, we have a wonderful hairstylist, we have wonderful makeup artists, and we have a nail tech and nail shopper where they go to the salon and they'll be able to get all this done. And they already talking about, can we do it again? So interesting you would ask that question. So yeah, we want to keep it moving. We want to make it exciting. Mm-hmm. So Alex, can you give us what's today in history? We're at that point. We want to know what's really going on in today in history.
This is Black American history facts on this date, June 8th. June 8th, 1968, James Earl Ray was arrested at London's Heathrow Airport on charges of conspiracy and murder in the connection with the assassination of civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. June 8th, 1953, the United States Supreme Court ruled that restaurants and bars in Washington, D.C. are required to serve African American customers. June 8th, 2008, Hillary Clinton decided to bow out of the Democratic presidential nomination race and endorsed Barack Obama for the candidacy. Clinton asked her supporters to put their full support behind Barack Obama as the Democratic nominee. Black African American history facts on this date, June 8th.
Thank you, Alex. I remember that time. Do you remember that when in 2008 and she took her
yes, I remember.
Yeah, she stepped back and she said, "You got it. I'll give it to you." Man, they went off that day. I remember that so well.
A lot of people thought that he was going to select her as the vice president.
Correct. But she stepped back. They did. But it was a plan in place behind all that. That's how politics work. But it's like, hey, you support me, I'll support you. And when I get to a point where I feel like I can just say, hey, you know what? Let's let's get together and make this thing happen, because right now it's about the people.
It's about the people.
It's about the people at the end of the day.
Not the party.
Absolutely. It definitely became about the people at that point in time in history. So thank you for those facts. And now we want to definitely go to our favorite part of the show, and that's wishing everybody who is having a birthday and their anniversary. If you're having a birthday, do you know anybody, Alex? I know you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people having a birthday, and you're going to be surprised that we have some. You never know who's listening out there. So.
Okay, yeah.
Number one, rapper Kanye West. He turned 40 today.
Wow.
Keenan Ivory Wainers turned 59 today. And Linda Clay from Hyattsville, Maryland, her birthday is on tomorrow. I don't know how old she's going to be, but her birthday is tomorrow. I think she's a little over 50. And Sasha Obama will turn 16 on Saturday, June 10th. Happy birthday to all.
Happy birthday to all.
It's a victory day.
Isn't it a victory day? God, happy birthday. Happy birthday, June. We're getting ready to really embark upon our season of the summer. And this is my season right here. I'm going to say happy birthday just for that alone. That's a wonderful thing.
Well, you want to get out and work in the yard?
No, wait a minute now. That's not happening.
Don't you have a garden?
I don't have a garden. I wish I did.
Fresh fruit and vegetables?
I was raised in the South, too, and I was with my grandparents back in the day. That's history right there.
Well, you can have those little box tomatoes, sit them in your window and watch them grow, and then you can eat them and pass some on to your neighbors.
Now, you're really trying to bring out some skills that I really don't have, but I just don't practice that. But anyway, I kudos to those who do. You know, I love it when you can, be out there and dig up and get those flowers. Because, you plant them at a certain time of the year, and then you watch those blooming during the summertime, and your front yard looks so wonderful, pretty with all those lovely flowers. And I'm sure. But it's that's a message right there. You plant the seed, and you water it, and you watch it grow. That's life.
That's life.
That's life right there. All righty. And I want to also, again, continue to say congratulations to all of our graduates, our 2017 graduates. This is an exciting time of year for our graduates and everything. So I want
much success in the future.
Absolutely. Much success. And to the parents, kudos and congrats to the parents who hung in there with their student to make sure that they walk the stage and go to that next level in life. I want to do a special shout out to my great nephew, Dominic. He's graduating from Anacostia High School on Saturday.
Congratulations, Dominic.
Yeah, congrats. A long time coming. These young people hardly don't know what they want to do, but you got to keep pushing them. That's why you have to push our young people, push their intents of what they need to become and what they can do, because they don't really see it. They want to do it, but you just really have to encourage them and push them. And we had to really push this young man because he has so much talent and is in a great future. But because we talked about that last week, we don't know what's going on in our children's lives. Something can be holding them back. Something could be discouraging them. And so when you have gifts and you can see the gifts inside of our young people, it's up to us to push them and let them know, number one, we love you. And number two, we don't want to see you to sit down on your gifts. And we want you to use them, because later on you'll thank us. And you really wish that you would have. So don't do the hindsight. Let's come on and do the foresight. Let's make this thing happen. So he decided that he was going to do it. He wasn't even going to go to his own prom. So things like that, is so wonderful to see our kids, because that's a part of the maturity that comes when they decide that, yeah, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. And then it means they're listening. So
encouragement and support is key in that.
Yeah, it really is. So
because we have to listen to our children and, find out what they want to do, and try to direct them into the direction where they want to go, because it's their lives now. We're developing their lives. We're cultivating it, helping them cultivate their lives. And they have to prepare what they want to do throughout their lives. And if they change and want to do something different, that's all well and good. Support them.
That's right. That's right. We got to do that. So we thank God for our kids and in their future, and we want to continue to encourage them. But I just love what we're doing right now. I love how we can come and speak on these different topics and these things that we're bringing out, because this is what this show is about. It's about definitely enlightening and engaging and empowering people and empowering those that we can touch. And be a blessing through this mechanism, for this medium, what we want to do, and put out things that people otherwise would not even know about. But hey, we're here to all learn. We are here to definitely know that we are part of what we are giving to do to, again, bring in people like our guests that we have on today, guests that we've had on in the past, that we enjoy this. This is lovely. I enjoy you, Alex. I appreciate you. If I don't say it all the time, but I appreciate you. And not that I only appreciate you, I appreciate the person who's not here with us right now. She's always running around doing something, but she should be calling. You know who I'm talking about. Vern. We love Vern. So Vern, we know you'll be calling in again, sweetie. But for right now, I want to segue into what we're really here to do and what we're here about today, and what's going to be going on, and what we're going to be talking about, and who we're highlighting today. I don't know, Alex. This is just dear to me, because these are some wonderful sisters that I speak to often. And they're not just here because I say, I just need to find a guest. They're here because they deserve to be here. They're here because they have been working hard to really say that, hey, I want everyone now to know. I want the world to know. I want those in the community to know that I have been working hard on what God has given me, and the opportunity that He has given me, I don't take it for granted. And this is a way that this is part of me giving back. This is a part of what I do because I love people. And this is a part of, I feel, come on, let's do this thing. Let's make it work. Let's make it happen. You know, let's just not have this crab
mentality.
Right, you know.
Yeah, when I'm trying to get out of the barrel, here you pulling me back down.
Exactly, you're pulling me back down. I think this is what it's about. Let us share what we can to help one another. And I'm happy to have both of these young ladies on today. I have Dawn Francis, and Dawn is a sweetheart. This lady is awesome. She is someone that's a part of my partnership here at Spirit of Faith Christian Center. I have to put it out there. Hello, and recognize and honor our pastor, who is Dr. Mike and Dr. Dee Dee Freeman. So hello, Spirit of Faith family. But Dawn is an awesome sister. She musically, you know, she's an artist. She sings, she writes, she produces, she's an author. She has a master's degree in music. She's been traveling. She teaches children as we speak, and that's part of her profession as well. And she's recently has released this book, and this book is powerful. It's called The Breaking of Dawn, A Vocal Journey. And she's going to take us a little bit on her journey in reference to her book. I've been reading it. I am just about, finished reading the book. But every day, this is a part of my journey. Picking up her book in the morning, and it really gives me what I need to go. And as an artist myself and a vocalist, this really touched me. She's hitting on some topics that it's almost like I should have written this. This is what I've been wanting to put down on paper.
So that's me.
This is me. Wow. This is me. I found me in this book. And we're going to go through little bits of some things that I want to highlight in her book, and she'll be able to talk about it for certain. But I'm happy that she did this. And you did a lot of us a good service. This book here is really, to me, I said this book is actually a music workshop book.
Oh,
she could take this and really do a workshop with this book, and I'm very honest about that. Of course, it's an awesome book, and I just can't tell you enough how much this book really touched my life, how it blessed me, and enlightened me. It has encouraged me to keep going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm going to stop right there because I might start crying.
And if you're out there, you're listening and you have some comments or questions, give us a call at 202-432-1340. 202-432-1340.
And this other sister, man, she and I go back so far, it's not even good. We're going to tell our age.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not going to do that. I'm still
well.
A young girl. Oh, thank you. But no, this sister also has a very, very a part of my heart. And she's very talented. When God gives us gifts, He doesn't just give us one. He blesses us with many. You just have to be open and receptive to receive them and know that you can do more than just one thing, because God created us to be creators. Mm-hmm. And so when we create just, the things that we are a part of in our lives, it shows us that we're leaving a legacy at the end of the day. So we're building. And this chick here, man, she has so many things she can do. She writes. She's been in the music industry. She's a designer. She makes jewelry. She just build websites. She is awesome. She does many, many plethora of things. So and good at them. She's good at her technology. The sister is bad, and I love her. And we again been knowing each other for many, many years. Jewel, are you there? This is Jewel Tyler. Are you there, my sister?
Yes, I am. Hello, Alex. How's everyone doing today?
We are
I'm
doing
wonderful. I'm so
splendid.
blessed.
Yes, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. We're going to get right into it. First, I want to ask Dawn. Dawn, just say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here. And thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. We know you took this day from your babies to be here live, and I really appreciate that. The energy is wonderful, and thank you once again for it. But just tell the listeners about you, give us some background history, and just give us who Dawn really is and what's going on in your life.
Well, I am an educator. I am a faith-filled woman, I would say. I am a musician and a teacher and a wife to a wonderful husband. Who am I? I am a woman who seeks to do and to please God in all that I do. And the question that was asked of me was my passion. My passion is music and faith and family. And I'm honored to be here to share about my book, The Breaking of Dawn. Mm-hmm. It's 12 effective singing habits for singers, artists, and anybody who wants to be better at what they do, I would say. So based upon your reading, you'd have to tell me, is it only for singers?
No, it is not only for singers, so please don't get confused by that, because we say that a vocal journey is a journey of your life.
Yes, it is.
I would say.
It is. Indeed it is. And my hope is that it will bless others to not have to necessarily go through the same struggles that I went through. And as I share in my journey, the goal is that people will learn from my experience and be blessed not to necessarily have to go through the exact same things, but with the tools given, the guide given to help them so that they can attain and reach their goals without having the struggle, so to speak.
Yeah, and there, as I was reading, I was again finding myself yielding to a lot of the things that you were speaking of. I mean, take for instance, know your instrument. Mm-hmm. That's important to definitely understand your instrument, how to take care of it, how mm-hmm. important it is. And you gave out some wonderful tips. And one thing I love about this book, you not only just speak about the issue or the topic itself, but then you put in spirituality in it. You coupled this with words of wisdom, scripture based, because it's not just coming like this was God ordained for you, because you were able to follow this. You know what I mean? You could tell God was using you in this because you were able to give it in reference biblically. Mm-hmm. And that was very important. So you tied it all in, and then you give a prayer that people can pray about the situation that that you're speaking in relative to the topic, and then they can write notes, of course, about what they've learned in each chapter. So I just find it totally, you orchestrated this well. God helped you to orchestrate this.
God is
very
good.
well, absolutely. So
she was obedient.
Yeah, she was very obedient. I mean, again, I can go on about it, but a couple of things I pulled out on your book was stay focused.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, a lot of times people are inspired to do things and they lose focus. And when you lose focus, you're not able to attain that goal, or you're not able to be the best that you can be. And I know with the things that I went through, vocally speaking, whether it be preparing for a recital or preparing for a performance or a time of ministry, if you don't practice and stay focused, you won't be the best that you can be, And I know that as people of faith, we want to be the best that we can be, not only for ourselves, but as unto God. So He deserves the best. And if we are able to be focused on what He's commanding or asking us to do, we can give Him our best.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's a part of the staying focused, staying stay on the grind, but you got to stay definitely visual where you're going. See yourself,
Yes.
see your prize, see your eyes on
Right.
the prize, and don't get sidetracked.
Right.
'Cause it's
Limiting
easy
the
to-
distractions.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right.
Because that can happen to all of us. It doesn't matter whatever it is that you're trying to go and reach. We can really get off focus if we don't keep our minds definitely staying on what we really ought to be doing.
Right.
And what it is that we're trying to reach, the goal that we're trying to reach. So you explained that very well in this book. Another topic I picked out was don't compare yourselves to others.
And you know that's a challenge because we as human beings, you kind of grow up, are you're doing a better job. You should do better. Do as well as this person or that person in the classroom, da 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 da, But it can hamper you as you grow up. You listening to someone else, watching someone else, their gift may not be your gift. And even if their gift is in the same line, it's not your gift because we all have different gifts.
Unique.
And unique in our own way, and if we can focus on that and not be distracted in looking at and comparing yourself to someone else, all it can do is hamper you,
So what we have to do, we have to keep our mind on the promise, not the problem. As long as we stay with the promise, because God promised to never leave us or forsake us. So anything that He has directed you to do, as long as you stay focused on that promise and your divine promise and gift that God has given you, and follow that to the end, regardless of what happens, you're going to be fine.
Yes.
I believe that. And definitely, we cannot compare ourselves because, again, we all are unique in our own way. And I used to deal with that about, I wish I could be like so-and-so. I wish I could do like so-and-so. And that, I had to get out of that. It's like, no. Because everyone who's doing this may not be in the best situation. It may appear that they are. But when you really find out about what it is, you can quickly say, oh, I don't think I want to be in their shoes.
And thankful for what you are and what God has created you to be, right?
Right, because I had to get out of the fear. It's talking about getting the fear out of the way. Because we always want to live in the shadow of someone else. And that's not a good practice. It's always good to be have someone to mentor you or be with you.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Right. You take from them what you can, learn from that, and grow from that, and move on, and not stay in that spot and be like, oh, if I could be just like that person. You can't be that person because you are who God created you to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in your book, you definitely get really deep about that. I appreciate. I mean, if we had time, I can kind of read us one of your favorite. I know you got a lot of them, but read us something that would engage me because we want you to go out and purchase this book. Definitely, this is close to the Business of Music book. You know the Business of Music, the book of yeah. It's interesting. What is one of your favorite?
I would say the dedication is my favorite part, and because it is about my parents who are no longer here. And if it's okay with you, want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the dedication, it says this book is dedicated to my mom, Olive Candace Williams, and my dad, the late Bishop Alpheus Williams. They are the reason that my journey began. They instilled in me a love for God, ministry, music, that continues to grow on a daily basis. My mom gave me her support and steadfast spirit, combined with a sweet, caring softness that expresses a tenderness and love appropriately to people. My dad gave me a stern, rigid push and drive along with the love of God for his people. His no excuses, just get it done, I don't have time to be tired on this journey attitude has become a characteristic not only of myself, but all through my family. And I would stop there and just say that what they instilled in me is the reason why I am who I am today, and why I have such a passion for the people of God, for children, for education, and for just helping others to be the best that they can be, as well as me being the best that I can be. And it's all based upon that which was instilled in me from when I was a child. And so I'm thankful to God for them, even though they're no longer with us. But they blessed my life, they blessed my family's life, and I believe that if I'm a blessing, it is because of what they instilled in me and gave to me.
Yeah, and it shows. It's wonderful to have parents who can give us this and then leave such a legacy, and you can take those memories and you can take what they've given you, and now you can move forward. And I think this helped you to do what you did, because I believe they were giving you that push, that spirit that you needed to make this happen. And I know you're happy that you did do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Praise God for that, right?
Indeed.
Absolutely. So, again, I can't tell you enough how much this book has been a blessing, and I want you all to go and purchase this book. And give us off the top where they can purchase this and how they can receive this information about your book.
Well, I'm doing a live Facebook party where they can purchase the book and get it for a discount on July the 11th. Through my social media, if you follow me, I am dawn-francis.com.
Say it again.
That's DAWN-Francis, FRANCIS.com. That's my website. You can go there. I'm also on Instagram. You can reach me at DRW Francis, and also on Facebook, DRW Francis, or DRW Francis, on Facebook as well as on Instagram. And if you look me up, I'll respond. And I hope that you will also go to my website and tell me what you think. Give me some questions. I give tips on Instagram, vocal tips, encouraging words, to help you through your day throughout the week. And if you have questions for me, whether it's vocal technique or anything, if I don't have the answer, I will look for it to help you out.
Now, do you do private lessons?
I do. I have a private studio as well in the Columbia area. I take all ages. However, if they're extremely young and unfocused, we kind of have to do an evaluation to make sure that they're ready.
Yes.
So I have all ages, and it's great.
And
God
you're a
is
miracle
good.
worker, because we were talking about tone deaf people work with Alex.
I'm a miracle worker.
Yeah, you were telling us about one of your students that was tone deaf that you trained.
Indeed, I had a student who came to me who was a part of a choir, and in singing in the choir could not stay on pitch, and it was challenging. And they came to me and they were like, "Can you help me?" And I worked with them on a weekly basis, and by the time we finished our sessions, they were able to stay on pitch. I'm not saying that they were this singer who can get out there and do solos or go on
But
tour,
at least they can hang with
but
the
they
choir.
could be on pitch, and
Yeah.
that's important when you're in a choir.
Yeah.
Everybody's not a soloist, everybody's not a worship leader. You know that, But if it's something, if you have a desire to sing and you have the time to work at it, of course you can. And that's not to say you're going to get out there and be Miss Y or Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to sing and praise God and be on pitch, all you got to do is work at it.
They have a lot of tools out there now that can really help you
Yes.
to do that. You can practice in your own space and time.
Exactly.
Just go buy the books, go buy the tapes, and they have instructions that how you can be able to learn how to sing and be on pitch. Guess what? You go in the studio and not know how to sing, baby. But by the time that engineer get ready, that engineer will make you sound. You be like, "That's me." Yes, that's you. But don't try it live. Don't go out there and think you really could do it. But technology is awesome. So that just lets you know you can do it. If you put your mind to it, you really say, "I can't sing." Just go out there and just try it. It's all in your mind, as they say. You also have a thing here that says. Take care of your vessel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's very important.
Absolutely.
To take care of the vessel.
Absolutely.
That's another important tool. But we just thank you and appreciate you.
Oh,
Don't go anywhere because we got to bring
Thank
my girl
you.
on now.
Absolutely.
Jewel, are you there, sweetie? I already pumped you up. You just got to tell us first. What are you really doing? You got books. You got jewelry. I saw a jewelry piece online on her website. I got to get it. You got to send that to me. Okay? How you doing, baby girl?
I am doing wonderful. I'm so blessed and so honored. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Well, give us some information about who is Jewel Tyler and what are you doing and what's really going on, girl?
Okay. Gosh, as you know, and as you said earlier, God creates us with so many different pieces. And I've just been endowed with so much that God has given me. I'm a firm believer that if you put your mind to something and through faith, you can accomplish it. So I obtained my doctorate in 2015. So I'm a naturopathic doctor. I have the gift of making jewelry, websites, painting, clothing. I have designed garments for celebrities. I have a business partner right now, A&R Fashions, and we did very well at the Stellars, had quite a few pieces on the red carpet. And God sat me down and said, you know what? You have been blessed by me with so many things, and now I'm asking you to do something. I'm asking you to share your testimony with the world, and that was a real struggle for me to be transparent in my book, In the Skin I'm In. And so as an author, God has blessed me to bring forth this book, and the great joy of having the book out there is the testimony and the reviews and the people that come back to tell me how the book blessed them. Some people have been brought to salvation because of some of my testimonies in the book. So there are many facets that make Jewel. So I have been in the music business with my husband, owned a record label, managed artists, had a production and publishing company when I lived in Los Angeles, California. So there's so many facets of what makes Jewel. What am I doing now? Working on my first book of the five-part book series, Wake Up Girlfriend, Single Life. I have partnered with a friend of mine, Nalita Castro. We're working on that book right now. And eventually I'm going to get around to the sequel to The Skin I'm In. And I entertain myself by watching movies and TV and making jewelry. And so since I'm making it, I might as well sell it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
That's really wonderful. The Wake Up Girlfriend, I believe that's a part of what you did, the video, and you had me a part of the sisters that you were doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was acknowledging the powerful black women that exist. And so what the concept of that little video was, there's someone that's out there that's a celebrity, but guess what? I have personal, intimate friends that are close to me that are talented as well. So it was an acknowledgement to women. Wake Up Girlfriend is a group I have on Facebook, and it's for the empowerment of women. It speaks to domestic violence, being a woman that survived domestic violence. And so it speaks to domestic violence. It's affirmations and encouraging words. And sometimes we get into some deep discussions about relationships. And, you know, my boyfriend left me for this person. What should I do? And all the women kind of chime in. We have to empower our younger sisters, and we have to help them along in life. Since we are the elders here and we have the expertise of life, we need to share that wisdom, even though they're probably going to do like we did, do it their own way. But at least you can give them some tidbits of wisdom to kind of guide them in the right direction. So that's what Wake Up Girlfriend is about. And as I said, it's a 5-part book series that speaks to single life, God's way, marriage, loving self. And in self-love, I'm going to delve into natural alternative healing, which is one of my great passions, on how to care for self and how to love yourself and how to eat healthy and how to have the mind, body, and spirit all work cohesively together in loving self. So.
Yeah, one of the things that you just mentioned, and we're going to be talking about that in a later show, and that domestic violence piece, but that's another topic in itself. And again, we're going to be talking about that in our show later on in the future. But I did want to put something out there in relative to that, because we have artists, singers, writers who are in that position, and they are very much out there, and they're still trying to wheel and deal with that particular issue. So I think you're right on top of it. It's not because you are in the limelight does not mean that you're not living a life that you're being abused.
Oh, so, definitely.
Yeah, and
definitely.
we have many women that are going through, we're struggling with that. But guess what? They have to keep moving because they feel like I still have to get up every day and do what I need to do relative to my gift, my talent, what I got to go out do because this is what I'm a part of. Maybe they are singers, recording artists, they may be actors, but they're living a life still could be very dark. They show people the light and they're in the limelight, but they could be living in a dark situation. So you wearing a different face. We all have to stand out there and sing and smile, but what's really going on behind the scene in your life?
Yeah, and the thing of that too, why is, through your gifts and your talents, sometimes that's a way of an escape. That's a way of expressing your pain. That's a way of the most difficult part of my book to write was about the painful parts of my life, because I had to go back and go through those emotions and relive those aspects of my life. But in the end of it all, God still gets the glory, and that's what my book, The Skin I'm In, is about. It's about the journey of life and knowing that God brought me through every aspect, whatever demise, whatever ugly thing that occurred in my life, God still gained the glory, and it was a testimony for me to help someone else. It's a blessing for me to be able to show someone else that in the midst of whatever I'm going through, in the midst of whatever they may be going through, if you're a painter, if you're a singer, if you're a jewelry designer, if you're a fashion designer, don't let go of the passions and the gifts that God has given you, because in the end, you'll get the glory. I'm on your talk show right now because I was obedient to God and wrote a book that has blessed people to talk about the fact that God is still real. He's still performing miracles. He's still blessing individuals with healings. These things are still occurring. He's just not pieces of words on a paper. He is a real God. And we forget that, even when we're out there, as you say, putting on that face of the pain that I'm going through in my life, God can pull you through that. So I'm hoping that my book, and I know it has blessed many people. I got a woman from the UK that contacted me that had been in an abusive marriage for many years. And I'm not just trying to stay on that subject, but because I wrote the book, because I was obedient, because I put pen to paper, that woman walked away from that relationship, praise God. Wow. So we have to move forward in our gifts in spite of whatever we may be going through. And there are many songs that I have heard that has just pulled me through whatever my circumstances may be. Discouragement. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I heard you guys saying earlier, oh, I'm not as good as that person, or I wish I could be that person. No, I am who I am.
Right.
I am who I am, and I'm going to move in what God has created me to be.
Yeah, and one of the things He's also giving you a gift is, and this is going to be another topic later on in our health segment that we're going to be having, and you may be coming on, of course, to share light on you being an aromatherapist. I told her this sister's, y'all heard all these things? I didn't even add that into the first part of what else she can do. So we're going to get into that health part at another time, but I just want to put it out there.
Yeah, naturopathic doctor, that's what I obtained my PhD in. That encompasses holistic healing, aromatherapy, homeopathic. That's just all about the holistic person, and I believe in mind, body, and spirit, not just the physical part of who we are. So that relationship with God's belief and faith, all of that encompasses naturopathic healing.
Right on to that, girl. I think we have a caller on. Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Speak up, please.
No, pot him up, Melody, pot him up. Are you there, caller?
This is Adib Muhammad. I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Adib, how are you?
What's up, Y? How you doing, baby?
Oh, yes. Say hello to Alex. Say hello to Alex.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Real good, and you?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I had to call into the show because you got me as a new fan. I'm going to be on your show and telling as many people in the world as I can to listen to In the Room at Noon talk show, because y'all doing
In the Room at
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank y'all for having me last week.
Yeah.
But to have my girl Jewel on, because we go way back. And I got to give a shout out to the sister Dawn too. Your story is amazing. I'm gonna be on that as well.
Yeah, please purchase her book. Please go online. I'm not just pushing this because I'm just pushing it, and we all have to support one another. But I guarantee you,
girl, I have absolutely no problem in supporting my phenomenal sisters because I just feel blessed to know y'all, and I'm gonna meet you too, Don, at some point for real.
Yeah, this sister's off the chain. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. So we thank you for calling in and being encouraging to us, and keep listening, of course, and spread the word. Let people know we're
Hey,
here.
no doubt. And by the way, Jewel, let me drop this on you. I got the woodlock, baby. So I'm on my way to take care of my mom now. Thank you so much for your advice.
You're welcome.
I want to wish all of y'all much love, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
Okay, thank you for calling in, Abdeeb. Continue to have a blessed day. Yes, that is great. That energy is a wonderful thing when people can say,
Yes, it is.
We are really here, and I'm there to make sure that I got your back. And that's because many people don't have your back. You may watch your back.
That is so true.
Right, but they can't say they have your back, right?
There may be somebody else out there that has a comment or would like to share some wisdom with us. Give us a call now at 202-432-1340. That's 202-432-1340.
And if you are looking to have a vocal instructor, your children may be looking for a vocal instructor. Hey, look Dawn up. Our babies, they need to, start honing in on their gifts. And you say, oh, my baby, he or she can sing. And so, hey, start them early. Call Dawn. She can work with your student and make sure that they will become great singers as they grow up to be adults. But that's where it starts. I started at 5 without any training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. I started in my grandfather's church singing Precious Lord.
All right now. That's awesome.
I sure did. I remember it well. But I'm just saying that to say you start early and you grow, and when you become adults, you never know what God has in store and what you plan.
Indeed.
So give Dawn a call if you want your children to be. Dawn, how can they reach you if they want to do that?
If you just go to my website and send me an email, or you can hit me up on Instagram or hit me up on Facebook, and I'll respond. That's the best way to reach me.
Yeah, okay. Great. You don't want to put a phone number out there?
I have a phone number, but I would prefer to give the other phone number, so
sure.
Forgive me.
Do you have it?
I'd have to look it up.
Okay,
I do
no problem.
apologize.
If you have it before we leave, then I want to be able to see, because we want to put it out there to network and help people to do, be about the business. That's why we're here. We want to put things out there and help people to connect with other people. And also, Jewel, I don't know what to do. They need jewelry. You can go on her website. Give them your website information.
Well, let me say, just for the listeners, because I'm supporting my girlfriend here, Wyoming, please visit JewelTyler.com. There's a button when you arrive at my page that says "In the Room at Noon Talk Show Book Promo." If you click on that button, I'm going to give away 5 autographed hard copies to listeners only from In the Room at Noon Talk Show. Right now, for the promo, just for this show, I'm offering my ebook for free. So all of my social media, all of my contact information, please go to JewelTyler.com. And as soon as you arrive at my site, you'll see the orange button there for the free book promo for the listeners of In the Room at Noon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, that is awesome. And she does a phenomenal job, and she's great at what she does. So check out our website, intheroom@noontalkshow.org, and you will find that even the contest that I spoke about earlier, the beauty contest, the beauty makeover, actually, you can get all the information about that on our website. We want our ladies to be a part of being in the contest, and we can read some of your lovely stories on air, and then we can pick the best one that we feel that would be deserving of that beauty makeover. So yeah, definitely do that. Alex, I know you have some wonderful guests coming on next week, and we're going to get back into that, but we know we're going to be celebrating Father's Day next week.
Yeah, we're going to be celebrating Father's Day next week. And, oftentimes when we discuss fatherhood, we assume that African-American men aren't part of that conversation. That's largely because a number of studies and reports have repeatedly told us that black fathers are overwhelmingly absent from their children's lives. Now, in honor of Father's Day next week, we're going to discuss this subject and other stereotypes that's placed on black fathers. In studio, our special guest will be William Ritchie, director of the Congress Heights Senior Wellness Center in Southeast D.C., and Eric E. Boogie Wade. Eric E. Boogie Wade, he's a nationally known Christian comedian, and we're going to have Mr. Oliver Henson, a resident of Congress Heights Senior Wellness Center. We hope that you will join us on next Thursday and share your thoughts with us on that subject.
Yeah, that's gonna be really, really nice. Father's Day coming up, so we've got to honor you fathers out there who are really doing what you do to hold up the families and be supportive of your families. And so we want to make sure that all of you all tune in and call in next week and just say Happy Father's Day.
Give a shout out to your father.
Just call in and say Happy Father's Day. Give us some of your stories. Tell us some things about some wonderful things your father is doing or has done for you. Our ultimate father we know who our ultimate father is. He provides for us every day. He loves us every day. He corrects us every day. He wakes us up every day. We are his children, and he is our father. And that is God himself. And that is who we give honor to every day, but we say thank you, Father, for being our Father.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. But again, we're gonna have. Are they coming into the studio?
They will be in studio.
Wow.
In studio.
I'll have some men here next week.
You're gonna have some men here.
Hello, somebody. I'm excited.
You're married.
I know, but it's good to have men to energy, Alex. I'm not talking about that. You went somewhere else. I'm talking about I'd love to be surrounded by some brothers.
Well, you'll be
because we've been having ladies
surrounded
in.
by brothers.
Yeah, you're
next
excited
week.
and laughing.
No doubt about
the
that.
ladies.
Well, always.
Yeah.
We have another one here right now.
Yes, right. So we're just excited to have some brothers. That'd be one of our first, opportunities as guests to have some male in the house. So I'm excited just for that, really. So yeah, but next week tune in and definitely be a part of our Father's Day celebration next week. But Dawn,
Yes.
can you just before we leave, tell us some things about what you feel that this book will be able to really do for people, and let them know all the things that you want them to know relative to how they could be encouraged by going out purchasing. What is it? The Breaking of Dawn.
Yes.
That's interesting in itself. You used your name. That's really a title.
Yeah.
That
She has
Dawn
a beautiful
is.
smile.
And yeah, she has
Thank
a wonderful
you.
smile.
She's
But
so
the Breaking
glowing.
of
This is
Dawn.
glowing.
Can you say it one more
You're
time?
just glowing. It's lighting up the room.
Oh, it's because of who I'm in the room with. You guys have blessed me. It's a blessing to be here.
You're blessing us
She's
also.
like this all the time. As soon as I don't know if because when she sees me, she does. She does. But no, we just have
Sisters
this
of like
system.
faith.
Yes, we
Indeed.
really
I
embrace one
noticed that
another.
when she walked in the lobby downstairs and the room just lit up.
Oh, well, praise God for that.
But just give us some information about some things.
Well, I would say that the book in itself, it's over 25 years of my vocal journey. I started singing when I was 3 in my father's church, and I sang everything.
You're a soprano,
And
correct?
I am a soprano. I'm a classically trained soprano. I went to the Peabody Institute, so I sing classical music, classical arias, opera, as well as jazz and Christian and gospel music. The classical arena is I would say an arena that I'm happy in. My voice is happy in that arena. But however, I love singing gospel and Christian music because that's my heart, and my heart is after God and faith. And my thought and my belief is that this book, in following my journey, will bless. I hope that it will bless and help vocalists and artists who look at the 12 steps, that they can follow it as a guide to improve in whatever area they're needing improvement in, because we're all in different stages. You know what I'm saying? So if it's that you need a mentor, or if it's that you need vocal training, you need to know your instrument better, or if you're a dancer and you need to find someone who can teach you how to do your warm-up so that you can dance better, whatever it is that you need, it's all there for you. And in following the journey, it will help you to be able to reach, I hope, your goals, whatever those goals that are set. You can set your goals, and then using the principles, the scriptures, and the prayers, you can't go wrong, because it's biblical. It's biblical. It's scriptural. It's what I've learned from my pastors, Dr. Mike and Dr. Dee Dee Freeman, and the ministers that minister the word. You can't go wrong with the word of God.
Well, we just, thank you for just honoring us with your book, giving us what you have given us and blessing us.
Thank you so much.
What you were given to do, and giving it to us in the community. So we're going to definitely support you.
It's an honor to be
talking
here.
About you. Thank you for coming. Jewel, we want to thank you, sweetheart, for coming as well. You want to give us in a few seconds some departing words and encouragement, and put your information out there one more time?
JewelTyler.com. Don't ever stop dreaming. Don't ever stop believing. Don't ever stop loving. And don't ever stop encouraging others, because it's not just all about you.
Wow.
God bless you all.
Thank you. And again, go on In the Room at Noon talkshow.org, and you can get all of this information. I think we're going to put some information about your book, and then we'll be able to make that happen to reach you. And of course, you go on there, talk and get some information about Jewel Tyler and all the things that she's doing. If you want to buy her jewelry, you want some of her clothes designs, and anything that you need, please visit our website. For even feedback that you have for us, we welcome them. And again, the website is intheroomatnoontalkshow.org. And before we leave, again, I must put out the special announcement about on Sunday, June 25th. On Sunday, June 25th, I will be featured, and along with two of my favorite people here and a local artist at Blues Alley on June 25th. There are two shows, 8 and 10 p.m. So please go on bluesalley.com and get the information about that. I will be joined with the recording artist herself, Whitney Jackson, and we're going to introduce a new artist, PJ Edmond. So we're going to have a really, really, really good time.
Oh, wow.
So please support us. We just want to just have fun in our music, and again, share what God has given us, and that's our vocals, and we're going to be singing unto Him. So we thank you all for coming. Alex, what do you have to say before we leave today?
Never compare yourself to others. It's a waste of energy. You are unique and have your own gifts to offer the world.
Wow, that is powerful, right? And it goes back to don't compare yourself to others, because you are unique. And being unique will give us the opportunity to say that God gives you all these things. So cherish it and love upon somebody, and continue to keep smiling and continue to do what you do and making other people happy. So we love you for today for joining us. We want to hear you and see you, and come back here next week and be a part of the conversation that we're going to have about Father's Day. Do you have a title? I mean, other than Father's Day, do you have like a particular title?
No, I don't have a particular title, because fathers cover everything. That's what God gave us the name fathers.
Okay, fathers.
It's the only species that God made. He gave the name fathers to. So that's us.
So that's you guys.
Yes.
We're right on.
And we are going to dispel a lot of myths and stereotypes about fathers on next week.
Well, with that being said, we thank you for joining us today. We look forward to having you here right back here next week at 12 noon on In the Room
at Noon
Talk Show. Thank you again, and join us again next week on WYCB 1340. Have a great, blessed day.
You have been listening to In the Room at Noon with host Lady Y, Vern Goff, and Alex Richards. If you'd like to be a guest on our show or become a sponsor, call us at 202-415-2122 or email us at intheroomatnoon@gmail.com Tune in next week right here on Spirit 1340 WYCB.